Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Many things to say, many points to touch, the big story about Onana and more about Manchester United, but also Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern, Chelsea, Jackson, Konaté. Let's jump into it. Guys, we are always here on the channel, always ready to update you, always with all the latest. And today I want to start where yesterday I was telling you about Onana, the big bomb from the Saturday afternoon, Onana and Trabzonspor. So let me enter into the details and update you on that story. Could be an important 24 hours for Onana, because my understanding is that the deal for Onana to Trabzonspor has very good chances to happen. My expectation is for a deal to happen, let's say like this. The deal is being negotiated on player side, but there is an agreement, as I exclusively told you yesterday, Manchester United, Trabzonspor, for a loan deal, no buy option clause, no loan fee. So the agreement club to club, Man United, Trabzonspor is done. What I can tell you is that Onana is open to that possibility. Open to joining Trabzonspor, open to trying a new opportunity. And so now it's about the contract details. As soon as the contract details will be fixed, I expect, here we go, for Onana to Trabzonspor. Maybe while you are watching this video is already here we go, I don't know, but for sure the deal is on the right direction and there are very good chances to see Onana joining Trabzonspor. Why this is happening? Because from what I understand, Ruben Amorim has been clear with the Manchester United management, the Manchester United board, and with Onana. Ruben Amorim doesn't see Onana as the starting goalkeeper for Manchester United this season. The message was already sent on the pitch with 0 starts in 3 Premier League games. He started in the League Cup, but obviously it's not the same thing as starting in Premier League. And also important to say, Manchester United brought in Stanley Lammens, and the understanding is that Ruben Amorim and Manchester United management, as they invested in Stanley Lammens, believe that the Belgian goalkeeper can be the next big thing, can be a really important goalkeeper, not just someone who can sit on the bench for the whole season. And so they want Lammens to play. They want Lammens obviously to compete with Bajindir, but to play. And this is why Onana feels that probably at Manchester United there is not going to be enough space for him. It's an important season. Man United will not play European football. Man United will not have the League Cup after being eliminated by Grimsby Town. And so obviously for Onana now is gonna be time to try something different. This is why this deal with Trabzonspor is expected to happen. Trabzonspor are very optimistic. Yesterday they reached an agreement with Manchester United. They are checking all the contracts with Onana with his agents. So this deal has very good chances to happen. Let's be careful till the very end, because this is in the hands of the player. Is Onana who has to decide, okay, I accept, I'm going, I'm traveling, or maybe not. So it's Onana who has to decide. But for sure, this deal has good chances to happen. So let's follow the situation, but keep an eye on this one. And obviously for Ruben Amorim is another strong decision. A goalkeeper who was signed for £50 million 2 years ago from Inter. Now after 2 years, letting go on loan to Turkey to invest on a young goalkeeper like Stanley Lammens is a big decision. Let's say like this, obviously the performances of Onana have been subject to a lot of criticism in the recent years, in these 2 seasons. But at the same time, you know, to accept for your goalkeeper to go on loan to Trabzonspor, bring in a new goalkeeper like Stanley Lammens, well, it's still a big decision. And I'm told that Ruben Amorim was fully involved in this one, was clear part of this plan. So let's follow the next steps for this one. But obviously, this is a good news for Stanley Lammens, who just joined Manchester United. He accepted to be in competition. So Stanley Lammens, when he signed for Man United, didn't ask to be the starting goalkeeper. That was not a topic. He was ready to compete, obviously. But now, with Onana leaving, for Stanley Lammens is very good news, because it means that he will have the doors open to become the new Manchester United goalkeeper. More to say on Nicolas Jackson, guys. Nico Jackson, today, Uli Hoeneß, who is a crucial part, a big part, maybe the main name, together with Rummenigge, of the supervisory board at Bayern, announced the details of the Nicolas Jackson deal. And it's an important point, because I told you that he was going to be a loan with option to buy, with the element of an obligation, just under certain conditions. Today, Uli Hoeneß, speaking to Sport 1, told them that the obligation to buy for a total package worth, let's say, something around 13.5 million euros for Bayern for the loan fee, plus 3 million euros, Uli Hoeneß said, were from player side. So in total, Chelsea will receive around 16.5 as loan fee. But 3 million euros of that loan fee are accepted by player side, so are not paid directly by Bayern, but this is the player who is forgiving his part together with his agent. And then there is the buy option clause that can become an obligation for 65 million euros. Well, the obligation for Nico Jackson to leave Chelsea in 2026 on permanent transfer and join Bayern would only be triggered in case he starts 40 games. Uli Hoeneß revealed that today and also said it's impossible for that to happen. So let's see what's going to happen, because obviously this is going to be down to Nico Jackson. Jackson will have the opportunity to convince Bayern, whether it's the obligation or maybe the option to buy, and they decided to trigger that. It's on Nico Jackson. He's the player who will determine his future. So let's see how this loan is going to be. He just arrived at Bayern. He strongly wanted Bayern. Don't forget the crazy saga of the final 2-3 days, and Nico Jackson, who really spent his time fighting to go to Bayern. Also, now the element of the 3 million euros, saying for a player and for his agent, forgiving 3 million euros as part of the negotiation is not something normal. This summer we saw similar things from other agents, but this is becoming something new into football. And so also Nico Jackson and his agent showing full commitment to go to Bayern and full confidence to the Bayern project, then this obligation to buy will only be triggered for 40 appearances from the start of the game. And so this is the news coming directly from Bayern. And then guys, Ibrahima Konaté. Something quick on Konaté, because Konaté is out of contract in 2026 at Liverpool. There are still conversations ongoing over new contract between Konaté and Liverpool, but no agreement at this stage. It's not something easy. That story was really with many different moments. In October, November last year was quite close, the contract extension, verbally very close, just some final clauses. Then it changed again around November and January, December and January, new discussions on the contract and no agreement. We spent the last 6, 8, 9 months with no agreement between the parties. What about Real Madrid? Konaté for sure is in the list of Real Madrid. For sure is one of the players they like. For sure is one of the players they would like to bring in 2026. But this will only happen if Konaté doesn't extend his contract at Liverpool. So Liverpool will have an opportunity in the next months to extend his contract, otherwise he will leave on a free, and Real Madrid are an option for Konaté for sure. Nothing is agreed now, nothing is done, but they are an option for Konaté for sure. They are very interested and attentive to the situation. Real Madrid were even attentive this summer to Konaté in case Liverpool opened doors to an exit. They never opened doors to an exit this summer. Konaté spoke to Telefoot in France today, and when asked about Kylian Mbappé maybe calling him to go to Real Madrid, come to Real Madrid, Konaté said, well, he's calling me every day, basically. So he was laughing about that. Obviously, it was not a direct reference to a transfer. They are good friends. But what I wanted to add to this is that Real Madrid maintain their thoughts active for Ibrahima Konaté. For sure he's in the list. For sure he's appreciated. We will see if Real Madrid will decide to go for him. We will see what happens between Liverpool and Konaté, because there is still a conversation ongoing. But for sure, this is going to be one to watch. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Konaté to Jackson, but also Onana. I wait for your opinion, guys. Here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.